Hi there folks, a good afternoon and evening to you all. A quick recap here on today's session. If you recall, in my yesterday's Substack, evening note, and the recording, I spoke about the balance range 4252, 4305. And in that, I emphasized on the importance of the balance bottom at 4252. Well, that level gave us two opportunities today. You may be wondering how so. Quite simple. 4252 was your magnet ahead of today's open, whether as a target or a location to explore long. With ES opening above the balance low 4252, which saw an acceptance during London session right here, as you can see at 9:30, 8:30 London time, but did not retest during RTH. And with yesterday's close down below, a revisit was imminent. Now here's something you guys want to journal right away. That is, balance breakout or breakdown cannot be trusted if RTH retest is absent. Sooner or later, a revisit is due. You can gauge the timing based on the then current context and MGI. So for us today, what we also had apart from the untested balance low and yesterday's close, we also had the earnings from Google and Microsoft after hours, which meant any breakout or breakdown would typically wait post the event, and seldom do we see anything prior to the event. That said, the question for us then was, is the rejection going to be seen of the London session high, which is labeled as EU high at 4268, or it would be another look above that would test our gray zone, a level that was with us yesterday. I spoke about it, and something I shared with my team today as well ahead of the open, about 25 minutes ahead of the open. The gray zone was marked, which is 4279, 4284. So essentially all I did for today was recycle the same zone, and as you can see, that resulted in a 27-point drop, which by the way met our target of retesting the balance bottom 4252 during RTH. Now here's a quick subtle observation. The failure at the gray zone, the rejection seen at the gray zone, resulted in or was validated once acceptance was found under the EU high. As you can see, there was a nice little breakdown, retest, and we rotated lower all the way to the balance bottom, or you could say rotated from EU high all the way to EU low. Now, the second opportunity around 4252 balance low was going long against the EU low at 4246, or better yet against 4239, a level that I had marked as an invalidation in yesterday's evening note shared via Substack. If you watched my balance range video, then you'll recollect I spoke about outcome 1, that is a look below and fail. Now that's precisely what we got. ES looked below the balance bottom 4252, traded into the EU low, and snapped back within the next two periods. Now, here's the beauty of intermarket confluence. As soon as ES dipped below the balance low, at the same time EU low held, and look where NQ was, right into our gray zone. And as you can see, the response, we got a 150-point rally off the NQ zone, and right here ES rallied another 25 odd points. Over in my room, we had another fantastic day with ES gray zone and the NQ zones both delivering massive gains, along with the balance rules doing its predictable thing. I say predictable because I've explained you the three possible outcomes and how to trade them. Though The open for us was a bit scratchy. Nevertheless, the vision seen ultimately delivered after a slight detour to 42.79.84. Until next time, folks, you trade responsibly and take care.